Welcome back to the channel. Okay. So today I want to talk to you about dating in the Philippines. Yeah, watch these stray dogs, man. They're everywhere. It's bad. Dog just came running around the corner on me. So yeah, I want to talk about dating. Now, I have seen too many times, and I have experienced myself. You know, the original reason I came to the Philippines was for a woman. But I see a lot of foreigners, you know, a lot of expats. Oh, these stupid barking dogs, man. Like, if you're going to live here, you might as well get used to it. So, because they're everywhere. Listen. Everywhere. Anyways, I see a lot of these guys, you know, they fall into the same traps, man. You know, they're probably lonely back in their home country, hard to get a date, or they just don't want to date because, well, you know, Western women are horrible. Let's be honest. That's why most of us come to places like this. But they'll come here with a savings and a dream, right? They'll come here with a savings and a dream. And they'll usually, you know, try to shack up with the first Filipina that pays them any kind of attention. Instead of taking the time to properly date, you know, they'll meet these Filipinas and then a month or two later they're married and got a kid on the way. I've seen it many, many times. It's sad, but you can't do nothing to stop it. They're grown adults, right? Let them do what they want to do, but we all know it's a horrible choice. Just to give you a little background, I've lived here for 3 years, and I've dated 3 Filipinas, 2 of them single mothers. I'll probably never do that again. So like I was saying, I've seen these guys come here, they fall in love with the first Filipina that gives them a little bit of attention, and then next thing you know, they're married and got a kid on the way, and they're trying to get her back to their home country, whatever. Personally, I think that's a bad idea. I think you should approach it slowly, and I am speaking from experience, right? I am speaking from experience, so you should approach it slowly. Take your time, get to know them, make sure that they are the right one for you. As cheesy as that sounds, there seems to be an issue that I have noticed. What's up, guys? There seems to be an issue that I have noticed with Filipinas. Hold on. Walking by a motorcycle shop, and I'm walking down the road, so it's really, really loud. I need to try to get the mic for this camera, the wireless mic. Anyways, you know, I have noticed that with a lot of Filipinas, now I'm not saying all, okay, but the ones that I have met and dated, there seems to be a lot of emotional instability, or they're not fully emotionally mature. They might say they are, but they're not. And they'll show it to you eventually. Yeah, I'm just trying to tell people this so they can learn from my mistakes, right? Don't be that foreigner that comes here and just, you know, starts building a house. We've all seen it. I did it. I did it in Palawan. I started to try to build a house. I learned that lesson very quickly. I will only ever rent in this country again, and I will never do any substantial purchases or anything with a woman unless we are married. So, but yeah, guys, come on, man. I mean, the country has millions and millions of beautiful women, good women, hard-working women. Don't just shack up with the first one that shows you attention, okay? Take your time, get to know them, date for a while. See how it goes. I mean, it's, you know, but then again, you're also grown adults. I can't tell you what to do. On the single mother aspect of dating, I personally won't do it again, because when you date a single mother, her children will always come first, which is rightfully so. But it can also put strain on a relationship. What's up, guys? It puts a lot of strain on the relationship, because now she has to try to divide her time equally between you and her children. So, to make life less stressful for you, I highly... Now I don't want to seem bad, okay? Hello, Bo. So I don't want to seem bad. There's nothing wrong with dating a single mother. I'm just saying, from my personal experience, I will more than likely not do it again. It would have to take a special woman. I don't have to worry about that. It's a lot of stress and a lot of hassle, and you know, you'll never be able to discipline her kids because they're her kids. You're not their father. They will never see you as their father. They might say they do, and you know, she might tell you things, but the reality of the situation is you will never be their dad. You'll be their dad. You'll be the guy that pays for them and supports them, but you won't be their father most of the time. So, in my personal opinion, I think it's easier just to find a woman that is single, has never been married, doesn't have any kids, and start a relationship fresh like that. Right. Personal opinion. Okay. Other than that, dating here is fairly easy, fairly straightforward. So the women are very approachable, more so than Western women. You can just go up and start a conversation, not a problem. You might get shot down, you might get lucky, who knows, you know? But here you can actually try, and they won't be rude about it like Western women. They won't be like, ew, get the fuck away from me. You know, they're not like that here. They'll just politely decline. So, yeah, just give it a shot. You know, like I said, these are just my personal opinions. If you guys have had a different experience, let me know, put it in the comments. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.